Hey YouTube, today we're going to check out the MagicYoYo K1. This is the MagicYoYo K1. So I bought this yo-yo as a double pack on Amazon for around $12 over a year ago. This was before I started making YouTube videos, so I never recorded an unboxing. But here's an up close look. The K1 is a responsive yo-yo that comes with these hub stacks. You can easily take them off, which is what I usually do here. It's a personal preference thing. But is there a difference in performance with or without? Just watch till the end to find out. Bearings on a hub stack does spin smoothly, but not for long since it feels like it's lubed on the inside. Without the hub stacks, you can see the rim area of the yo-yo. It doesn't have an area for thumb grinds, but I think you might be able to do a tilted thumb grind still. The K1 comes in at 61.8 grams in weight without hub stacks, 63.8 grams with the hub stacks, 51 millimeters in diameter, 41 millimeters in width, and has a 2.9 millimeter string gap. The responsive bearing that comes with the K1 is a 10-ball size C flat bearing. It does feel like it spins really smoothly, so let's put this together and see how it plays. So the K1 is a responsive yo-yo by MagicYoYo. I bought this a couple of months ago as a double pack off Amazon, and it's a very good yo-yo to start off with. What I usually have it set up at is I usually take out the hub stacks that usually come with it, because for me it just, in my opinion, plays a little bit better. But I'll talk a little bit more about it with the hub stack on and with me swapping out the bearing, because the bearing that's on here is the original and it's not as responsive because I don't usually lube my bearing that often, and yeah, so it really doesn't, at least mine doesn't play as responsive anymore. First off is because I started yo-yoing with responsive, it's actually it's a very impressive yo-yo, especially for the price. I think this was like a double pack's like $13, and I'm able to perform quite a bit of my tricks that I usually do. Of course, it is responsive, so the string gap is not as big. I have not tried to see if I can put a unresponsive bearing in there. Overall, it's a great beginner yo-yo. It sleeps pretty long. Of course, you are going to be limited to certain tricks, especially for the string gap, but it's actually, for a responsive yo-yo, it plays really smooth. The rim isn't hooked, so I can't really cover that. So, and then the center has the bearing where you put the hub stacks, so I can't really say how finger spins would be without the hub stack, but pretty sure you could do it with. I don't really know too many tricks with the hub stack, so I'll see what I can kind of come up with, or just do random things. You could sort of do horizontal if you want to. I don't know if I would recommend it, but I guess you still can. Let's check out the vibe without the hub stacks. Let me just throw a nice long sleeper. That's an elementary school that's nearby. So obviously it is plastic, so cannot expect it to be perfect, but yeah, there is definitely some vibe. Not enough to actually alter your play. Okay, so for this setup, I didn't swap out the bearing, but I did add hub stacks, and then I have thin string. Very first thing I could notice is definitely a lot more weight to it. I don't know if it's a good thing because it actually has a little bit more slight vibe. It doesn't play too stable, but with that added weight, it does make your spin last a bit longer. So I think after you break in the bearing, it's a pretty good responsive yo-yo, but of course I'm comparing to some of the responsive yo-yos that I used to play with back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So this is actually not too bad, especially for the price. I honestly think it's a good choice, but not a great choice for your first yo-yo if you're new to yo-yoing. I think the thing that really appeals to me about this is the price and its performance. So if you're trying to purchase your very first yo-yo, I think this is okay, except your learning curve is going to be pretty quick with it. And then once you've gotten really good at it, it kind of loses its mystique or its appeal. But it's still a pretty good yo-yo.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.